everybody. Good to see you. Wish I could see Hugga right now. You guys haven't seen her, have you? I know, it's been a while. I've been looking for her. I've been chasing her. She's been hiding and doing other things. You know what? I think we should call her, because I think if we call her and she hears us, she'll come. Okay? So call her with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hugga!
What?
Whoa! It worked!
It did! It did!
Hugga, where have you been?
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere?
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
All over the place, yes.
Well, I'm so glad to see you're back. But wait, where did you go?
Well, I got in my suitcase and I just stayed there.
Well, then you didn't go anywhere. You were just in your suitcase.
It seemed like a lot of good places to me.
Okay. But, you know, I have to say something. I was observing you just now.
You are? What's that mean?
That means I was looking at you.
Well, I hope so.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was looking at you and I noticed that your hair is very fluffy today.
Oh, thank you.
Did you do something different with it?
I did. I didn't wash it.
You didn't wash it?
Nope.
When's the last time you did wash your hair?
I don't know, actually. I think it was a Tuesday.
A Tuesday? Well, how many Tuesdays was that ago?
I don't know, a couple hundred.
A couple hundred? Do not learn this lesson from Hugga to never wash your hair. But anyway, yeah, I think we need to give you a bath.
Why, what's wrong?
Well, it's just, you just kind of...
What?
Can you just... Over there.
Okay.
All right, good. So, but really, though, your hair is really fluffy and you look pretty clean, even though you haven't taken a bath in a long time. I think, you know, that kind of reminds me of this other guy that I knew from the Bible, but really he, I think he washed his hair probably more than you did.
Oh, yeah? What's his name? Samson?
Well, that's a good guess. Samson, he did have very long hair, but that's not who I was thinking of. I was actually thinking of...
Esther?
No, not Esther. It was a guy.
Oh. Jesus?
No, not Jesus. But Jesus, I'm sure, had great hair, too. No, I'm thinking of this other guy. His name starts with an A.
Adam?
No.
Abraham?
No.
That's all I got.
Okay. I think it was Absalom.
Oh! That guy? Who is that guy?
Oh, Absalom. He was actually a prince.
Of course. That's why he had good hair. Am I a prince?
No, you're not a prince.
I could be a prince. Did I vow to me, your majesty?
Okay. No, you're not. But he was a prince. His father was... Guess who his father was?
Okay, let me think. Hold on. Thinking.
Okay.
Thinking again.
Oh, okay.
Can you help me out? Who was his father? Wait, I know.
What?
It was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader wasn't in the Bible.
Yes, he said, Absalom, I am your father.
No, it wasn't Darth Vader.
Okay, I don't know. That was my only guess.
Okay, Absalom was not Darth Vader's son. Just clearing that up.
He could have been, no, maybe in another dimension or galaxy.
Not in this story. Absalom was in the Bible, the Old Testament.
Uh-huh.
His father, I'll give you a clue.
Okay, give me a clue.
His father killed a giant.
Noah!
No, it wasn't Noah.
Daniel.
No, he was in the lion's den.
Ah! I think I know!
Who? What?
It was... I don't know! Who was it?
Oh, his father was David. King David.
Oh, that was my next guess.
Yes, and here's the thing. David loved his son Absalom, but Absalom was known for a couple really important things in the land.
What?
His hair. Yes. In fact, he was known as having the most beautiful long hair. It weighed over 5 pounds.
Wow. I think that's more than I weigh.
It is. And he had beautiful a face, and he was known in the land as being very, very handsome.
He probably looked just like me.
Probably not. And Absalom was also known for a couple other things.
What?
Well, he was very popular with people. In fact, he done a lot to get people to like him. And they did. And David, even though he was the king, a lot of people liked Absalom and wanted to do the things that Absalom wanted them to do. But here's a problem with that story.
What? Sounds really good.
Well, here's the problem. David didn't always agree with things that Absalom did. And Absalom, he got a little anger in his heart toward his father.
That's not good.
No. And in fact, Absalom gathered people against his father, the king. It was terrible. Even though he was very handsome on the outside and looked very nice, he had an ugly heart. You know, that can happen to us. We can look really good on the outside. We can have our hair done just right. We can wear just the nice clothes. We can even smile and act like everything's okay. But on the inside, if it doesn't match, it's called having an ugly heart. And we see that Absalom, he did have an ugly heart. And we see that even though he was well liked and he was very nice to look at, he got some things in his heart that were pretty terrible. And we see that he raises up an army to fight up against his father. And he doesn't want his father to be at peace and to be happy. He's angry because of some things that happen.
Oh, that's terrible.
And we see that Absalom tries to go against his father. He got very proudful.
And what happened?
Well, it's not a very good ending.
What?
No, in fact, we see that Absalom went into battle and his long, luxurious hair
What?
got caught.
In what? Glue?
No.
Gum?
No.
Staples?
No.
Pretzels?
No.
Gummy bears?
No.
Well, then what?
None of those things. It got caught in a tree. He was riding on his horse trying to get away, and his hair got caught in a tree, and he was just hanging there.
Oh, like this? Oh.
Yeah, and pretty much like that.
Ah! That's terrible.
And then we see that one of King David's men came over and finished the job.
He killed him?
He did, because he thought Absalom was a threat to the king, and it was his job to protect the king. And even though Absalom did some terrible things, do you know that his father David still loved him and cried so much when he died?
That's really sad.
Yes, because no matter what, David still loved his son, even though he did wrong and disobeyed. You know, sometimes kids disobey their parents.
And then they die.
No, they don't just die, but sometimes they get punished. But it doesn't mean their parents don't love them. It's just like how God is with us as Christians. With God, we do wrong all the time.
Yes, you do.
And we see that God doesn't just say, oh, forget that. I'm not going to be your father. I'm not going to take care of you. I'm not going to love you anymore. No, God says, I still love you even though you've done wrong. And that is grace and that is goodness. And you know that even though David and Absalom were at odds with one another, David loved his son no matter what. And the Bible tells us in Romans chapter 5, it says, but God commendeth his love toward us, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. God commendeth his love toward us. He still loves us no matter what, even though we do sin, and he gave his son Jesus to die for us.
Yes, he did. Well, that's so sad about that Abby guy.
Absalom.
Abby.
Absalom.
Did he have good abs? I don't have any abs.
No. Do you even know what abs are?
Yeah, they're these... I don't know. Are they fluffy muscles right here?
I guess so. And you're right, you don't really have them.
Hello, anybody there? What's down there? I just got a lot of stuffing. I think I feel a hand, too.
Oh, you feel a hand?
Yeah, see? Ah! There's nothing in there! Help! I'm missing something! I don't have a heart either! There's no pulse! I'm dying! Ah, 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 ah.
Are you okay?
Yep, fine.
Okay. So, obviously, that had nothing to do with our story.
It had everything to do with it. It's how it went. You know, when you're with Hugga, you just gotta roll with it.
I guess so. So, as we're finishing up the story, King David obviously loved his son. And God loves us no matter if we do wrong. So don't forget about that story with Absalom and his beautiful, lovely hair.
I know, it's just like me. Do you think I could play Absalom in a play?
I guess you could, but would you want to? I mean, it's not a very happy ending for him.
This is true. Nope, not me. I'm not going to be that guy.
Of course not. Well, as you see, Hugga, there's got to be always a hopefulness and a happiness to these stories, because that's the way it goes with you. And we see that even though that happened, David still had to love him, and he did mourn for him and he cried for him, but he had to continue to be king, and the people had to continue to live, and they had to go on with the life that they had.
Even though he was not the son of Darth Vader.
You're still talking about Darth Vader?
Yes! I mean, he came and said, Absalom, I am not your father.
Okay, this is true. He did not have to say that.
But you know, it's kind of like that story, right? Didn't Darth Vader have a kid that, you know... I guess not. Wrong story.
Wrong story. That's Star Wars.
Okay.
And this is not Star Wars.
No, this is the Bible.
That's right. Totally different genre of everything.
Okay. But don't you think Darth Vader would have been a good bad guy? I mean, really. Maybe he was related to Goliath.
How is that anything?
I think he was tall.
But he wasn't Goliath.
No, but maybe he was in another dimension.
You're really getting these all confused.
I just don't know. There's so much that we could do with this. There's so much to work with, you know? Like, you could mix Star Wars with the Bible, and then you could add in some, you know, like some fantasy stuff where everybody's flying and you know, putting on costumes. It would just be awesome.
Well, it can be awesome without all those things.
Huh. I guess so, too. That's true.
Okay. But don't forget the lesson here that we were trying to emphasize, that God still loves us no matter what. And the fact is that David, he was known for killing Goliath as a boy. But as he grew up, he had family, he had to make decisions, and he had his kids too.
Okay, so that was a great story. I think we should get some trivia.
Some trivia?
Yeah, let's see what the kids know.
You know, that's a really great idea.
Okay, so... obviously, I don't know anything about anything, so maybe you guys know something about anything. Or something.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. So let's see maybe if anybody can answer one of these questions.
Okay. You give the first question.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It's about some kings and queens in the Bible. You guys ready for this? If you know the answer, go ahead and put it down in the comments. We'll see if you can get the right answer here. You ready, Hugga?
Yes.
And we're going to see if you can answer it before Hugga can answer it.
This should be really easy for them and hard for me.
Okay. We'll try.
Okay. Did you give me the answers?
I'm not going to give you the answers. You actually have to try to guess.
Okay. A hint?
No.
A clue?
No.
The first letter?
No. A hint and a clue and the first letter are all the same things.
Okay.
All right. Who was the very first king of Israel? Okay, you guys have to answer it. You got to help. Okay, Hugga, who do you think was the very first king of Israel?
Oh, that is so easy. So simple. So, it was King Arthur.
King Arthur. Okay. Hugga says it was King Arthur. Who do you guys think was the first king of Israel? Hugga says King Arthur. That's very interesting. King Arthur was a king in history, but was he the first king of Israel? I don't know. There's a lot of people watching. I wonder if any of them know who the first king of Israel happened to be. You know, the first king of Israel, there are some facts about him that are very important. First off, he was chosen by God to be the king, but also he was very tall.
Oh, it was totally Arthur.
Okay, he was very tall. He was head and shoulders taller than everybody else. So if you guys know who the first king of Israel was, go and write that down. Let's see, do you think anybody knows?
I think they're thinking.
Oh, they probably are thinking.
Okay, do you guys know? Hello? Hi?
Okay. You want me to give you the answer now?
Okay, give us the answer. It was King Arthur!
No, it wasn't King Arthur. The first king of Israel was actually King Saul.
that was my second guess.
Okay, so King Saul was our very first king of Israel, but very good. Try. Second question. Who was the king that was anointed when he was just a boy? Now, you might have a couple different answers for this because there were actually some young kings in the Bible, a couple of them. But let's see which king was anointed as a boy. He was also the youngest in his family. And he was a soldier. He was a warrior. It was...
I know.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay. Who was it?
King George.
King George. King George is Hugga's guess. Do you agree? Do you guys think it was King George? If you think it was King George, then you can write King George too. But the second king of Israel, remember we're talking about Israel, not England, France.
I don't even know what those are.
Okay, they're countries across the ocean.
Where? I don't see them.
That's a wall.
Oh. You said the ocean. There's no ocean over there.
Okay, but another place. Okay, so if you guys know the answer to that, write it down. Let's see. Who was the second king? He was anointed as a little boy. It was
King George.
It's not King George. I'm sorry, Hugga. It was actually David.
What? That was the guy we talked about.
That's right. It was. Okay, last question. Here we go. Third question. Who was, now this is going to be about a queen. Who was the first queen before Esther was chosen in Persia? Now this is a queen that was a queen for a while, but then later on Esther became the next queen. Who was the queen before Esther?
I know.
You do?
Yes. It was Queen Hugga.
Queen Hugga. There's nobody that I think in history named Queen Hugga.
I'm sure there was.
I don't think there was.
Oh, yes, there was.
No, there wasn't. There was no one named that. Do you have any other guesses? She's thinking. She's thinking really hard.
Uh-huh.
Do, 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 do.
I know.
Oh, you do?
Yes, it was Mary.
Mary?
Queen Mary of Israel.
Queen Mary of Israel. You know, I think you really should study English history because you have been saying a lot of names of kings and queens of England and Scotland and everywhere. Okay. Anybody know the answer to this one? It is Queen Vashti.
That was never going to be an answer I said.
Okay, it wasn't. Very good. But maybe you guys got those answers too. Good job on the trivia for today. Hugga, I think we should do some more trivia in the future.
Good idea, with prizes and money.
Maybe no money. Maybe?
Yeah, $100 million. Are you smarter than Hugga?
No. I think they probably are.
Excuse me? I am very smart.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for joining us this afternoon, and we will see you guys again next week. And get your thinking caps on because Hugga's going to bring some more questions to you.
I am?
You are.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yes I am. Ha-ha, do-do-do, yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget that God loves you so much. You guys have a great day.
Bye! Wait a second. Wait.
What?
I heard something.
You did? What did you hear?
Nothing.
You just said you heard something.
Yes, and then I heard nothing. Can I change my mind?
I suppose you can.
Okay, good.
I don't even know where that came from, Hugga.
I don't either. All right, off to the bathroom.
Why are you going to the bathroom?
To wash my hair.
That's a good idea. At the beginning of the video, she was telling us that she cannot remember the last time she took a shower. So it's probably a good idea for that today. Okay, folks. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Con, I need your help.
Okay, why do you need my help?
Because if you don't, I'm going to clog the drain with all my hair.
Oh, okay. See you later.